Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Crimson and in this video we are going to be doing another individual unit showcase. So this is my relatively new Valkyrie for my Astra Militarum Krieg army. Now I got this after I made my full Krieg army showcase video. So I just wanted to make a video kind of highlighting it and showcasing it. Now, first off, I know the Krieg are not known for their air units. However, I just really wanted one of these. I really like the model, and this is actually the first aircraft unit that I ever bought. So let's just have a quick little look at the model. So I did this in the standard paint scheme that I did my Krieg in with the kind of dull blue. I did the engines in this silver with the turbines being white. You can see I have the Krieg stripes on the wings. I have the cockpit mirrors black with some gloss paint. Underneath is the same basically. And if we go to the very back, you can see that this is the kind of launch bay for where it carries units. So let's get into what the Valkyrie actually is as a unit. So the Valkyrie serves a couple of purposes. It is both a kind of gunship and also a transport vehicle. So we'll start with the transport first. So this can carry 12 Krieg units, or just any standard Astra Militarum units. Apart from your standard infantry, like your standard grunts or grenadiers, this can also carry either 3 Ogryn, 3 heavy weapons teams, or 1 artillery team, which is really good. So technically you could, plant an artillery team really close to the front line and just bombard your enemy. But that's only one half of what the Valkyrie actually does. So it is also a gunship, which has a couple of different features. One of the most important being that it has a hover feature. So a lot of aircraft in Warhammer, especially for the Guard, or at least they used to, because the Guard doesn't have many legal air units anymore, is that they were always having to be in motion, whereas this one is able to stop and hover to fire upon the enemy, which is really good. And it's also able to do tactical insertions, which means that for the units that it does drop off, they are able to move that same turn. So it's not like you are dropping units off and then they are stuck there until next turn to be picked off. So other than that, this lives up to its gunship name. So it has a variety of different weapons. Some are standard, while others are optional, and you will see which ones I have chosen in a sec. So first off, at the nose of the gun, you can either choose to have a heavy bolter or a las cannon. I chose for the heavy bolter. I just prefer that in general over the las cannon, which is just personal preference. One is not better than the other in any way. They serve different purposes, the las cannon being kind of more anti-tank, anti-vehicle, whereas the heavy bolter is more for anti-infantry and anti-elite infantry. And for its door gunners, if we can go underneath to see the doors, it has a door gunner on either side, which also has a heavy bolter, so it's able to fire from both the front and the sides with heavy bolter fire. So for clearing out infantry before dropping units off, that is what I wanted, and that's why I went with the heavy bolter option. And apart from the heavy bolter up front and the heavy bolters on the side, it also comes equipped with a las cannon on the side here. So it does have some anti-vehicle capabilities in terms of clearing out a landing zone. These weapons are what I consider the clearing the LZ weapons, whereas the others are more of the gunship weaponry. So you get one weapon that you can take no matter what, which is this. This is the Hellstrike missile. So this is one of, if not the most powerful missile in the Astra Militarum army. This thing is devastating, essentially killing anything outright. Even, I believe it can even kill a super heavy, but I'm not sure. But it can definitely kill any kind of armor, if not a super heavy. So this comes equipped with 2 of them, which is really good. And you can choose to either fire both at once or one at a time. So it's really good for just kind of flying around, and if some units are pinned down by a tank or something, you can use this to clear it out, or if there's a group of elite infantry, you can use it for that. The other option, which is the one you have to pick, is the multi-missile pod, which is this here. So the missile pod serves a really good purpose, in my opinion, and I think it's actually the best option for this unit. So it fires a massive volley of missiles. Now, each missile does not do that much damage individually, but all together when you fire them, they do a lot of damage. So when you fire them, you have to fire all of them at once per missile pod. So you can choose to fire both missile pods at once or just one, but you can't fire half or anything like that. This is great for multiple things. This is great for taking out hordes of chaff and infantry, or a select group of elite infantry and light vehicles if they are grouped together. But its main purpose is area denial. This is great for if enemies are making an advance. You can use this to cause them to battle shock by firing this right in front of them. You might not be able to kill them with it, but you can definitely spook them so that your lads on the ground can go in and take care of the rest. The other options, I actually can't remember them all. I believe that there is a chain cannon which serves a similar purpose, dealing with infantry, not elite infantry, just normal infantry, but it lacks the area denial and it lacks the light vehicle potential. However, it is a lot more precise. This missile launcher has a very large radius when it fires, which is why it's great for area denial. The other option is a las cannon. And while you might think that the las cannon is really the best option since it's the most powerful weapon, I had a look at the stats, and with how it fires and everything and its accuracy in this, it's actually not that good. On paper it's the best, but in actual game, personally I find the missile pod to be the best. But again, that's just my opinion. Someone might say that no, the missile or the chain cannon or that the las cannon is actually superior, but to each their own, and that's why I love this hobby so much. Plus, I have a las cannon up here. So, last thing I want to point out is I did try to do some battle scarring and battle wear on this. As you can see that the stripes are faded, they're patchy. You can see some scratches on here. as well as this one. This side is a lot more battle damaged than the other one, but that is just intentional. That's not like, oh, I messed up painting and stuff. But I am actually really proud of the line work on this because I was really nervous of screwing it up, but it turned out well. So yeah, that is the Valkyrie. Just quickly, if we look at the base, this is just a little custom base I made for it. So there's a pile of mud with a bunch of swords in it, and a wounded Krieger here. So the story I tried to make is that this guy was waiting for pickup, but the ship arrived too late, and he ended up dying. So, yeah, that is my Krieg Valkyrie. And like I said, the Krieg usually do not use aircraft. They are much more the artillery and war of attrition type of guys, focusing on artillery, heavy bombardments, heavy armor, and flooding the battlefield with infantry. But like I said, I just wanted one of these because it is really cool. And when painted up like a Krieg unit, and when given Krieg transfers like these and like that, personally, I think it looks really, really good. Sorry, you can see the red on my hands from where I was just painting. But yeah, that is the Valkyrie. So that is it for the showcase. I just wanted to quickly show you guys this unit because I absolutely love it. I know air units are not good at the moment as they stand. I am recording this in the point where 10th has ended and 11th has yet to begin. So hopefully air units get a good buff so that people actually start using them again. Anyway, that is it. My name has been Crimson, and I will see you guys in the next one.